So as part of our series exploring how the power seats work in your Cadillac, we've looked at how to rebuild the seat transmission. Now I got a switch here. I'm going to show you how to test the switches. And then we're going to do another segment. We're going to take this one apart and clean it up on the inside, clean up the outside, try to make it look a little bit more presentable. This is a 69 to 76. I think that's about the same range as the transmissions we looked at earlier. This is for a full bench seat, so you have the up and down front and rear, and then the fore and aft. So let's get this onto the bench, and we'll begin our test to see if it's a good candidate for a rebuild. A preliminary check you want to make is to make sure that the mechanism's just not broken inside. This one here, you feel there's good resistance. The levers aren't moving around. They don't twist. Nothing seems broken off. If your switch has a broken off lever, you can try to fix it. If the framework inside's broken, you're pretty much going to have to get a new one or get some parts to work with. So the first thing I like to do after I make the basic mechanical check is I set up the test fixture. Got the load resistors and the light. And on the back of the switch, you'll see that you have this lead here by itself. On this particular one is the power input. Then where you see the copper bars go across, or brass bars, you can see they each go to a set of contacts there, and there's a set of contacts underneath the pins. That's the motor contacts. And these contacts here are the transmission contacts. Now these contacts here should be energized before either one of these is energized. That allows the clutch and the transmission to pull in before the motor begins to turn. So we're going to apply power to the input lead, and we're going to go onto the one motor lead, which is going to be activated when we push the switch down. So that one works. We're going to put the center one to the down position. And we're moving the fore and aft. We'll go in one side, and there we go. So that set of motor contacts is good. You're going to do the other set of motor contacts. They are also good. Now we're going to do the clutch contact. Now I'm going to push that until the light just comes on. I'm going to hold that position. I come over here to the motor contact. Light's not on. Push more and the light comes on. Means the clutch is being energized before the motor. And that's what you want to see. So you want to see the clutch energize, and then push more to energize the motor. So we're going to check that on each one of these. That motor contact. So clutch, pull it more for motor. And we'll do this one. Clutch and motor. Other way. Oh, sorry. Got on the wrong one. I got on the motor contact. Should be on the clutch. Lights on. Motor. Push it more. So this switch looks like a good candidate to be cleaned up. As is, it's working. So that's the quick way of going through here and just making sure that a switch is working. Either you're troubleshooting, or you bought one, maybe used. You want to make sure everything's good. Now we're going to take it apart. We're going to clean it all up. Maybe make the front look a little bit nicer. So these switches have little metal tabs that have fingers here. You push in here, release the finger, the tab will come out, and the whole thing comes apart. And it's one of those things that when it comes apart, it can come apart and you not realize how it all goes back together. So we'll try to take it apart slow. There's a keyway here so that everything goes back together properly, so you can't get anything in upside down. So we get in here, we push on the little finger, work the clip up. And when they got some rust on them, they can be a little bit difficult. Once you get the two on the side, then the ends go pretty easy. When you take this, slip this out, try to control everything so that the bits and pieces don't come flying out. There we go. This one looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's got some corrosion in there. Pop this out. None of the plastic is broken. The pins come out nice from the levers. This one's retained with a roll pin. You want to make sure to inspect that none of these contact points where the plastic touches the metal, any of these are melted or damaged. It's very common if something, you get the guy that the seat doesn't move, so what's he do? He pushes on the switch harder. Contact gets hot, plastic melts, contact burns, plastic breaks, all sorts of bad things. So if your seat's not working, don't think that pressing harder or longer is going to make any difference. All you're going to do is make your job harder when it comes to fixing it. So now I'm going to take these parts and go clean them up, polish them, polish this up a little bit, get all this old rust and crust off of here. Sometimes you might have to go through and burnish the contacts with a little contact tool. These will clean up pretty good, just with a good scrubbing. And I'll use, even though this is an electrical part, I'll use a water-based degreaser and scrub it down with a nylon brush and rinse it off and bake them in the oven, dry them out, or blow them off with compressed air. I'm going to go clean these up and be back with you in a few minutes. So now we've got the parts all cleaned up, dried off. Look, they look a lot better. No more rust and junk in the housing. Everything's ready to go back together now. So I got some contact cleaner, preservative, lubricant, kind of does all the functions. I apply a little bit to all the contacts. And I'm going to use its lubricating abilities on this center pivot for the center joystick. Now we have our two metal pins. Reach over and get a little white grease for those. There's a real thin coat. Now a lot of the switches are similar to this. Some of the newer ones, you can't take them apart, so that gets to be a little bit more trouble to clean them up. But this procedure works with seat switches, window switches, all sorts of things. Make sure that the pins are sitting in the little cutouts for them. Everything looks good. As you recall, we have the keyway. We only put this in one way. And we just take our little clips and push them in. I like to hold everything, get the clips started, and then usually get 3 of them in. And I give them a little push until they click. When they click, they'll become flush right in there. Like this one here, you see there's a little gap. There's that last one. Just like that. Have much more positive action. They return to center quickly. And we will give everything a quick test. We'll connect here to the power lead. pull the light over here so you guys can see. Okay, we're checking the contact for the transmission. Check the seat contacts, or the motor contacts. So everything is all good. So that's how you can take and refurbish a seat switch. If you need to have a replacement because the one what you've got is damaged or missing, click on the link in the description below, and we can provide for you a refurbished switch, or on occasion a new old stock.
At Caddy Daddy Presents, it's all about giving back. Please enjoy the video of the Boys and Girls Clubs of St. Helena and Calistoga. You can donate by clicking the link in the video description.